Now, Cow, nothing personal, but I think you woke up with a bad case of mummy mouth. And I'm afraid I woke up with a Sahara smile. No offense to Hall & Oates. I wonder if they still hate each other. Inquiring minds want to know. Anyways, where are my manners? Now, perhaps I left them in my other pajamas. I apologize for the lack of pleasantries. And which pleasantries, you may ask? Good question, I say. It's the point in my greeting where I acknowledge that you're here. And I congratulate you on your arrival, which usually comes in the form of a very heartfelt hoorah. Now it looks like Cow and I have overslept. It's not often that we sleep through the night, but it was an especially spooky evening last night. And Cow was a little bit scared by all the noises and the thumps and bumps during the night. So I decided on his behalf I would sleep. And now that we've woken up, it seems that we've overslept. And where is here, you may ask? Good question, I say. I can say with some certainty that we're on the MindGriller server, but beyond that, I have no idea where we are. Now, in our last spine-tingling episode, the most clever among you will remember that Cow and I came out of a portal that's hidden in the boiler room in the basement. And then we came here and we slept the night because it was very spooky. And now we've woken up and it's afternoon. Now we got places to go and things to do. I'm gonna have to consult my to-do list. But first things first, I want to take a look at the grounds. Maybe I can get some idea of where we are. Now, as I'm looking around, this area reminds me a little bit of a bayou, which the cleverest among you will know is a slow-moving stream or a marshy outlet. Now, frequent viewers of this channel, and that means both of you, would rightly expect that here I would insert a joke about Louisiana. But between its hurricane vulnerability, coastal erosion, poverty rates, and what I'm going to call educational challenges, I see no need to kick them when they're down. I'll leave that up to the New Orleans Saints, the New Orleans Pelicans, and the Shreveport Mudbugs. Now, there's a portmanteau I bet you never thought you'd hear on this channel. Anyways, let's see if it's safe to go outside. Uh-oh. Now I know what you're thinking. In some weird karmic retribution, the residents of New Orleans have come to get me. But this can't be true. The smartest among you will know that a resident of New Orleans is full of life. They enjoy the vibrant culture, music, and food. Not only that, they also partake in jazz funerals and Mardi Gras, which celebrate the connection between life and death. Now, before I veer off a bridge and into a swamp, the eagle-eyed among you may have noticed something. The view from the upstairs windows included a peek at something on the front lawn. And I never met a barrel of other people's belongings that I didn't want to rifle through. But it does make me wonder, why are the belongings of the former residents strewn out here on the front lawn? Inquiring minds want to know. Which leads me to wonder, which is more annoying, this freaking skeleton or a mosquito at a crawfish boil? Now, speaking of mosquitoes, this episode is brought to you by the kind people at Reeby's Cookie Cutter Clumps. Reeby's Cookie Cutter Clumps, they're like tiny crustaceans, but without the kitten-rich exoskeleton. Now, this one is still here. I really wish you'd go away. Uh-oh, I saw another one behind me. Kitten schmitten.
Wow.
Did Led Zeppelin play on Hurdy Gurdy Man? /AIGF.
There is some doubt about Joan Van Ham's involvement, but Jimmy Page and John Paul Jones were definitely involved.
Well, hey, hello. Do you ever have dreams you can't remember? I have them all the time. Even when I was young, I couldn't remember my dreams. I don't know why that is. Yeah, well, we're not here to dither among the bones of dinosaurs. It's a new day and Cow and I have things to do. Well, I do anyways. Cow is quite sleepy. I'm gonna be the good friend that I am and let him sleep in. I got dry sponges at the ready, so I figured why not? Now, while I was doing my Bulgarian split squats this morning, I watched a YouTube video, as I'm often wont to do. The first video I watched was called Easy Piglin Trader with Item Sorter, Minecraft Farm Tutorial, Bedrock, MCPE, Xbox, PS, Switch, by the Universe Within Art, which was, well, informative. And then I watched how to build an item sorter with AutoCrafter, Minecraft Tutorial. This video is by Cube Prospector. This was quite interesting to me because the item sorter used a sort of new model, not the old one that we usually associate with Impulse SV. This one had an observer and a copper bulb. Now I think I'm really kind of onto something here. The next video I watched was Dustless Item Filters, Ellipsis, Kinda. This video is by Yeller. Now, the dubious contraction notwithstanding, I found the video quite interesting. Now, for a dustless item filter to actually have redstone dust in it, slightly inexplicable, but otherwise quite fascinating. And no, I'm not talking about the I dialect in the user's name. But anyways, look here. I've recreated it all by myself. Will wonders never cease. For those of you wishing to complete this yourself, I should note there are 2 levels in the composter. And this dustless item filter does in fact have a spot of redstone dust on top of the second observer. Now, if this title is a troll, I have to say, well played. Anyways, this sorter is set up to be a filter for cobblestone. You put the cobblestone in, the copper bulb turns off, allowing items to flow into the barrel. And voila, there they are. And of course, when it's done, the copper bulb turns back on. Now, the cleverest among you will notice I've been raiding the barrels on the front lawn for materials. I've never met a barrel belonging to someone else that I didn't want to snoop through. Wait, what? Oh, now you'll have to excuse me. This phone call might be very important. Hello, GravityFiller's residence. Well, hello there. No, I'm not mad that you called. I'm a little surprised that you have time between Xing. Dreams about pets? Nah, not that I can remember. Now you have mentioned that nasty, brutish Yorkshire Terrier named Hobbs more than once. And no, naming your cat Schrodinger doesn't make you seem smarter. Which one was this? Loki? Gatsby. Marvin the Martian. Yeah, well, that was half a guess, but I'm not surprised. An ankle biter? Yeah, you have mentioned that. And animals may reflect the traits of their owners. Just saying. Now I understand if you feel that was a personal slight. Well, I would look for it there, but I don't have an account. And I never will. What was that? Oh, it shocks you if you don't post frequently enough. Now that's both shocking and not so shocking. I gotta go now. Goodbye. In time for a blast off. Mars? Well, say hello to Marvin. I gotta scram. And by I mean you. Goodbye. Now, sometimes it seems like I have very one-sided conversations. Anyways, where were we? That's right, newfangled item filters. Yeah, I showed you that, and, here. This is the part of the story that's the most interesting. Are you ready? Are you excited? All right, now, it's not such a big deal. To start out where we left off, I searched on YouTube for a redstone dust-free item sorter. Does it exist? That is a good question. Now, amongst the myriad of videos returned in my search, about 90% of which did not meet my search criteria, I found a video called New, Better, Dustless Item Filter. It was uploaded 12 days ago by Rapscallion1138, who appears to have lost a battle with his caps lock key when entering his username. Now, interestingly enough, the thumbnail for his video has a picture of his item sorter and the words "actually dustless" textless item filter. Now, if we mentally replace the adverb for an adjective, this promises to be quite an intriguing video. Now, look here, I've copied his filter block for block. This may seem like a dubious point of accomplishment, but it wasn't easy. Stealing never is. But anyways, it accomplishes exactly what he promised. It's an item filter with absolutely no redstone dust. Will wonders never cease? Now, this is a bit of an unwieldy and uncompact design, but I propose to you something quite important has happened. Minecraft has exited the Impulse SV item sorter era, and we've been gifted with a glimpse into the dust-free item sorter era yet to come. Now, that's quite historic and quite exciting. Now, all of today, I've had this feeling that I've been sort of missing something. Now I'm sure there have been hundreds of comments below, all asking, where's Cow? Leaping Mahosafat, I've left him upstairs. Now I imagine his nap is over and maybe he has been up to no good. I hope the world's most evil cat has not backed him into a corner. Cow can be quite a rapscallion himself if he feels frightened. Cow, my friend, you're here. Oh, and it appears that your AI has been thwarted by a simple trapdoor. Now, Cow, you're not my best friend because of your inexorable intelligence. No offense. You are my best friend because you are you, and I am, so to say, I. And let the twain never be put asunder. Now, Cow, while I was out in the backyard, pointing to history in the making, the cleverest viewers among us may have seen through the attic window something that I also saw. Now, look here, a conspicuous ladder. I imagine this leads to the roof. Now, I'm not one to leave a sus ladder unclimbed. Oh, it's a bit cold up here. This unearthly calm seems a little spooky, which can mean only one thing. Phantoms! Now, I hate to say what we're all thinking, but did you see that? Look here, a secret passage down below. Whoosh! I think I just fell down a chimney. Now this chimney was sort of reverse booby-trapped. I landed in water. Now not only the most keen listeners among you will have noticed there is truly a terrible sound in here. Oh my, look at this. Talk about bats in the belfry. What's going on? They're not attacking me. Look, they're too crammed together. They don't have enough space to do their swoop dive motion. Yeah, they try to come get me, but they can't because there's not enough room. Whoever designed this is some sort of evil genius. Now I wonder if the NSA, the CIA, and the FBI have been conducting secret experiments here. Now I'm afraid Cow's anxiety is at a Spinal Tap 11. So sadly, with that being said, I think it's time for us to say our goodbyes. Now, Cow, you may choose to hide behind me if you want, but all will be revealed in the next spine-tingling episode. Or not. Who's to say? Anyways, goodbye. So long. See you later. Happy trails! Hasta la vista, baby! Tootsies! Tootso.